Persuasion. Every every persuasive speech has information. Every persuasive speech is informative. What makes it persuasive is then we're using that information to modify, change, or reinforce people's beliefs, attitudes, values, actions. Now, you may ask yourself, what? Why does this matter? And as you think about this, you have an opportunity. Wait, beliefs, attitudes, values, actions, psychographics, demographics. That's why it's so fun. Is you were trying to shape those. You need to keep it realistic. We're not going to change certain things. Change. But what if we can get them to modify? See, it's that slight course correction. That is that is persuasion. Somebody says, Dr. D, you need to quit drinking so much Dr. Pepper. I said, you need to leave me alone. But if my doctor said, hey, how about you drink one less a day? I could probably do that. I'm not, but I could. And that's what persuasion is. Because it's not about just drink one less a day. Well, I have sources. Without sources, without citations, without research, you are not credible. I got a PhD in this stuff. But that doesn't make me credible just because I have it. Remember, credibility comes from using the correct sources. Credibility comes from citing the sources. Credibility comes from how we do it. Remember, it's about organization. Organization, without sources, without all these things, we are not going to persuade the audience because they'll look at us. I think the next thing, once we do that, we start organizing it. See, because ultimately you want people to do something, take some action. Now, action is pretty simple. Here's a problem. Here's why it's a problem. Here's my solution. And here's what my solution does. Here's what I need you to do today. It's a 5-step process. Very simple. In 4 to 5 minutes, you can find any topic. You're going to have to narrow that sucker down, but find a topic that you care about. And finding those topics that you're doing in 45 minutes. Believe me, if you can't in 45 minutes create a persuasive argument for anything, you've got to relook because you're just, once there, the audience is done. Now, part of the challenge is finding ways to persuade them or finding ways to modify, change, reinforce. This is where it's fun because there's going to be audiences that don't like you, that don't like the topic. They might not like abortion. They may not like Pepsi, which is probably a good thing, just reinforcing that Pepsi sucks. Find a common ground if they don't agree. Because here's the deal. Most reasonable people will agree that there should be some type of gun control. The gun control may be crazy people don't have a gun, but most people on this side and this side will agree that, yeah, crazy people should not have a gun. That's a great starting point. And then we can say, well, let's figure out how to make it so that we can safely have guns. Guns don't kill people. People kill people. Yeah, I know. Maybe, maybe not. All I know is that there's a place in there where both sides can agree. This is through vivid examples. Remember, credibility, 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 because you want to modify, change, reinforce beliefs, attitudes, values, actions. Psychographics related to demographics. Wait, audience analysis. And once you understand this audience, you can shape the way they're doing it. Remember, tell them why it's a problem. No, yeah, there's a problem. That's informative. Tell them why it's a problem. Give them a solution, a reasonable, feasible solution. Something that can actually be done and actionable. It's pretty good to say, let there be peace on earth, but we know that's not really nice. That's not going to, maybe we can say, hey, the goal is to be nice to one person today. Remember, there's a problem. This is why it's a problem. Here's my solution. Here's why this solution works and why it is a reasonable solution. And 5, do something today. Bam! Persuasion. Now you have a modified, changed, reinforce people's beliefs, attitudes, values, actions. World peace now happens because we have done those things. Love you. Bye.